Hello everyone and welcome here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa, as we have our matchup tonight between the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs and the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. The Roosters are back here in Bancroft. We'll have a 3-game series against these Sabre Dogs, currently the #1 team in the Expedition League. Roosters won last night's game. They won 5-2 over the Red River Pilots in what was an excellent pitching performance for the Roosters. They were able to come away 5-2 with the victory. They're 7-14 now on the season. The Sabre Dogs currently standing at 23-1, the best team in the league, and it's not even close, to be honest with you. So now the Ragin Roosters currently stand in 3rd place, just behind those same Red River Pilots who will be taking on the Pure Trappers here soon enough. Here starting lineup tonight, Michael Pratt will lead us off here in center field. He'll be the leadoff man. Carson Gross will bat second. He'll be at 3rd base. Caleb Herbert gets back into the lineup after suffering some foot injury in Red River. He says he's feeling good enough tonight. He'll be in 3rd as the shortstop. Hitting 4th will be Peyton McGregor. He'll be in left field. Wyatt Duncan will hit 5th. He'll be the DH tonight. Jordan Kelly will be at 1st. He'll be in the 6th spot. Jarrett Brandon will be the second baseman after getting the save last night. He'll hit 7th. Cy Probst gets back-to-back starts. He'll be the catcher tonight, hitting 8th. And Nick Eastham will be in right field. He'll be hitting 9th. Jacob Thurm will get the start on the mound. Last time he went against these Sabre Dogs, he pitched 6 scoreless in what was one of the best performances that any pitcher has had this season against these Sabre Dogs. He'll look to see if he can replicate it here tonight. The Sabre Dogs lineup, Luis Paleo will be in left. Hunter Delanoy will be in right. He'll hit 2nd. Ben Newbert, tonight's DH, he'll be hitting 3rd. Chris Monroe will be at 1st. He'll be hitting 4th. Jake Barlow will be the second baseman tonight. He'll hit 5th. Seth Delgado, tonight's catcher, he'll be hitting 6th. Edwarney Martinez will be in center. He'll hit 7th. Jesus Rojas will be at 3rd. He'll hit 8th. And finally, Alex Crouch will be tonight's shortstop. Thomas Gutierrez will be the starter tonight for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. With that all being said, start time is set for 6:35 here in Bancroft, Iowa. We'll be right back after this quick break for first pitch. Thank you for listening to the Ragin Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily.
Go get some tonight.
Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. We have your matchup here between the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs and the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. I'll be your commentator tonight. I'm Mason Strawn. We have a pretty good matchup here. The Ragin Roosters able to come away and break off their, I believe it was an 8-game losing streak last night, winning 5-2 over the Red River Pilots. Currently, the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the #1 team in the league, currently, I believe, on a 15-game winning streak. The Ragin Roosters, with Jacob Thurm on the mound, will look to see if they can change that. Last time Thurm was here in Bancroft against these same Sabre Dogs, he had an excellent outing to his name. 6 innings, only no runs given up, and what was an outstanding performance for the Northwestern College product. He'll now face the mound here as Luis Paleo will come up. Paleo now batting .433 on the season, one of the team leaders in batting average this year. He'll come up now to lead us off. The left-handed hitting center fielder tonight. The first pitch he'll see fouled up and out of play, and that'll start us off here as Jacob Thurm throws the outdoor breaking ball for strike one. 0-1 the count for the Northwestern College product. He gets the start tonight after not being able to travel with the team to Sioux Falls. The next pitch down in the zone, ball one. So 1-1 now the count to Paleo. Nobody on, nobody out. Here's Luis Paleo will lead us off here in the top of the first inning. Nothing your score here between the Sabre Dogs and the Ragin Roosters. The 1-1. Strike on the outside corner. 1-2 now the count. It's Luis Paleo, left-handed hitting outfielder, has a lot of experience this season in left and center, has been the primary leadoff man for these Sabre Dogs. The 1-2 to him. Down and in. 2-2 now the count as Thurm's not able to get him to swing. Tall right-handed pitcher from Northwestern College. Not to be confused with Northwestern University. He's from the Iowa area. Was a late addition to this Ragin Rooster squad, has been effective when he's been out there. Ball 3 on the outside corner, now full count to Paleo, who's already the ever so dangerous leadoff man for these Sabre Dogs. Not to say that any of these batters for this Souris Valley team isn't any less dangerous, but he has been exceptionally well as the leadoff man. The 3-2 hit over to the right-hand side. Carson Gross will pick it up and throw it to first, way over the head of Jordan Kelly, and that ball's out of play. Goodness gracious, a throw over by Carson Gross. He was trying to get Paleo, who does have good legs over there, and unfortunately, he makes the throwing error and allows Paleo to advance all the way up to second. So now Hunter Illinois will come up to the plate with a runner on second and nobody out after Carson Gross unfortunately throws that one away. Now tonight's right fielder comes up to the plate. Runner on second, nobody out. Hunter Illinois now batting .461 on the season. Still one of the best on-base mans in the league this season. 27 runs to his name. Thurm checks the runner behind second. The first pitch to Hunter Illinois, up in the zone, ball one. So 1-0 the count now to Illinois, the Wayne State U product, the primary right fielder and the primary second hitter for these Sabre Dogs. He now has a runner on second after Paleo was able to get onto first and then advance to second on the throwing error by Carson Gross. The 1-0. Illinois sets up the bunt, pulls it back, ball two. So inside there, 2-0 now the count. As Thurm has quite a bit of pop to his throw as the at least 6'3" right-hander from Northwestern College, although not the most built human being, definitely has a lot of whip in his arm. He has shown it here, especially against these Sabre Dogs. The 2-0. Down and in, ball 3. The umpire won't give him that one. 3-0 now the count to Hunter Illinois. We'll see if he gets the green light here. Runner on second, nobody out. Paleo getting on after a full count error that Carson Gross tried to make the play on over there at third. Unfortunately, he let that ball go a little too early and it ended up almost out of the ballpark. The next pitch, ball 4 inside. Now we have runners on first and second with nobody out. Now Ben Newbert out of Bloomsburg University comes up to the plate. Newbert now batting .387 on the season, has 3 home runs and 23 RBIs to his name. Picked up 3 RBIs in that Pierce series. We'll look to see what he can do now with runners on first and second and nobody out. Jacob Thurm, unfortunately, already having runners on. As the corners will now come in. The middle infield still set up at double play depth. Thurm sets the first pitch. Breaking ball way up in the zone, ball 1. The wind continues to bellow out here in the Midwest. It continues to blow in from, right center field towards the third base dugout. I hope you're not a left-handed hitter. You're not going to get very much of it. The 1-0 from Jacob Thurm. Swung on and hit out to the left center field side. Peyton McGregor trying to get underneath it. He's going to be there in time. And now Paleo will take a couple of steps but not advance. So a fly out for Ben Newbert will be out number 1. And what was a desperately needed out number 1 for these Ragin Roosters.
Sabre Dogs, the first baseman, Chris Monroe.
So now Chris Monroe will come up to the plate. Out of Central Michigan, still the number 1 leader this season in home runs and RBIs. He has 10 in 40. It has been an astronomical season for him this year. 1 out, runners on second and first. Nothing your score here in the top of the first inning. The first pitch from Jacob Thurm. Just outside, strike 1 though. Good framework there by Cy Probst, the University of Maine battery. As Thurm will look to see what he can do here. 1 away now. Runners on second and first. After an error and a walk to Delanoy and Paleo. And a fly out from Ben Newbert to left field. Chris Monroe, the ever-so-dangerous right-handed hitter, comes up to the plate. Thurm checks the runner at second. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not, says the home plate umpire. They'll check out to the outfield, or infield, excuse me. He says no as well. So 1-1 now, the count to Monroe. The Central Michigan first baseman, easily one of the most dangerous power hitters in the league right now. Has 11 doubles to his name as well. He has been the main form of power in this entire league. The 1-1 from Thurm. Broken bat out towards left center field. Will Peyton McGregor be there in time? He will. A broken bat. You could hear it as it literally snapped, it seems, down the middle. So a line out towards left field will be out number 2.
Sabre Dogs, Jake Barlow.
So now Jake Barlow will come up to the plate out of Delta State University. Barlow now hitting a little under 300 on the year. Does have 5 home runs, I believe the most by any second baseman in the league right now. So he'll now come up with 2 away and runners still on second and first. Jacob Thurm trying to strand them. After an error by Carson Gross and a walk to Hunter Illinois. Thurm already at 15 pitches through only 2/3 of an inning. He'll look to see if he can get Jake Barlow out quickly here. The first pitch to him, up in the zone, ball 1. Barlow hit a home run the last time we saw him in Sioux Falls. He took a 2-run shot over the left field wall immediately after Caleb Herbert had done so. His first home run of the year, as Barlow's now up to 5. The 1-0 to Jake Barlow. Thurm, time called now by the home plate umpire. Calls it at the very last minute. 1-0 the count, 2 outs. Runners on second and first. Nothing your score here in the top of the first. The Sabre Dogs and the Ragin Roosters tied at 0. 1-0. As the second baseman out of Wayne State University, with 5 home runs to his name, is at the plate. The 1-0 from Thurm. In the zone, down high, so 2-0 now the count. That one stayed just a bit high in the zone, I guess. Jacob Thurm, the 6'3" Northwestern College product on the mound. Last time he was here, he had an exceptional start against these same Sabre Dogs. 6 innings of works, no run given up. The 2-0 from Jacob Thurm. Leo continues to bounce off the bag at second. This one's going to be a strike over the plate. Barlow walked out of the... I'm not sure what happened there. Barlow just walked out the box. Just took that strike. He didn't really care to get into it. I guess he was trying to call time. Instead, the pitch comes in, and Barlow takes strike 1. So 2-1 now the count to the Wayne State U product. The next pitch. Breaking ball hit over the right-hand side. It's going to end up out of play. Don't hit my Honda, please. That one ends up in the parking lot. 2-2 now the count. Thurm just trying to get himself out of this first inning quickly here. After giving up an error, as Luis Paleo was able to get on first and then advance to second after Carson Gross threw one out of play and then gave a 4-pitch walk to Hunter Illinois. He then got the next 2 batters to fly out to left field. He now has a 2-2 count against Jake Barlow. 2 outs, runners on second and first. The next pitch from Thurm. Swung on and fouled up and out of play once again. 2-2, still the count.
Let's hear it, fans. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Let's hear ya.
20 pitches now for Jacob Thurm. 2 away now. Runner in scoring position in Luis Paleo. He has good legs over there at second. Delanoy can follow right behind him. Jake Barlow at the plate, the league leader at second base with home runs, 5 to his name. The 2-2 from Jacob Thurm, the pitch. Fouled up and out of play once again. He continues to stay alive. Excuse me, it's the Delta State product. I called him the Wayne State product. That would be his teammate Delanoy over at first. Barlow just continues to see if he can stay alive here. Runner still on second and first. Nothing your score here in the top of the first inning. It felt like an eternity here. It's already been 10 minutes. The next pitch. Swung on a hit over the right field side. Nick Eastom's going to try and make a play on it. He will. Out number 3. Nick Eastom makes the play in right.
After a half inning of play, Sabre Dogs 0. And your Ragin Roosters coming to bat.
We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. We'll have Michael Pratt lead us off here. Nothing your score here between the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs and the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. We'll be back after this quick break. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. Nothing your score here between the North Iowa Ragin Roosters and the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. We'll have Thomas Gutierrez on the mound for the Sabre Dogs out of the University of Cumberland. It's one of the top NAIA schools in baseball this season with a top 10 team. It's now Thomas Gutierrez, who has yet to give up an earned run this season, will be on the mound. A .741 whip to his name. 4-0 on the season. We'll now head to the bottom of the first inning. The Maine University product will come up to the plate. Michael Pratt, tonight's center fielder.
Leading off for your Ragin Roosters, number 15 from Maine University, Michael Pratt.
So Michael Pratt now comes up to the plate. Tonight's center fielder, the leadoff man. He'll continue to get starts in center. Batting .250 now on the season, a .417 on-base percentage. He's done an excellent job at getting himself on base to start it off for these Ragin Roosters. He'll look to see if he can continue doing that here against one of the best pitchers in the entire Expedition League. He's one of the best pitchers in NAIA last year as well. First pitch he'll see, ball up high in the zone, 1-0. It's Michael Pratt, 5'8", out of Maine University, teammates of Cy Propes, tonight's battery. Comes up to the plate, the left-handed hitting center fielder, the 1-0. Down in the zone, strike one. So 1-1 now the count. That's Pratt will lead us off with nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Nothing your score here between the Sabre Dogs and the Ragin Roosters here in Bancroft, Iowa. The next pitch. Strike on the outside corner, now 1-2 the count. 83 degrees out here in Bancroft. The wind continues to blow in from straightaway center field towards the third base side. It's the 1-2 to Michael Pratt. Breaking ball fouled up and out of play. 1-2 still to tonight's center fielder. Gutierrez looking to see if he can collect win number 5. Still one of the best pitchers right now in the Expedition League. 27 innings of work, a .74 whip. Has yet to give up an earned run this season. It's the left-hander sets the 1-2 once again. Fouled over to the left-hand side. That one's out of play. As Dane Nakasuka got the start last night in left field, he was the 3-hole hitter. He'll get another night off tonight, as I'm assuming his back spasms are still limiting him. As Michael Pratt will continue to get starts in center. The 1-2 once again. Fouled over to the left-hand side once again. He still continues to stay alive. A 6-pitch at-bat here for Michael Pratt. This is a good start here. If you are Michael Pratt, you're trying to get as many pitches out of Gutierrez to start here as possible. You don't want to really be too aggressive at the plate against one of these good pitchers, as this one gets fouled up and over to the left-hand side. Will it be in play for Delgado? It will not. So that one ends up foul, as the Oklahoma Westland product, tonight's battery, tried to make a play on it. So that one hit over towards the roadway that's here connected towards Bancroft Memorial Park. So 1-2 still the count here. Now a 7-pitch at-bat for Michael Pratt. He'll continue to look to stay alive. The next pitch, swung on a hit over to the left field side. Luis Palaio already shifted over that way. Smart play by the left fielder, seeing after those couple of foul balls. That'll be out number 1 as he lines out to left field. So now with a 1 away, we'll have Carson Gross come up to the plate.
For your Ragin Roosters, number 5, Carson Gross from the University of North Colorado.
As the University of North Colorado product comes up to the plate. 5 stolen bases and 7 RBIs to his name. Unfortunately for him last night, went 0 for 5, but he now comes up and looks to see if he can redeem himself. The switch hitter with the Vanguard helmet on right now. Dane Nakasuka's helmet traditionally, I believe his black glossy helmet. I'm not sure what happened to it, but he now comes up wearing the Vanguard helmet. The switch hitter with experience in the outfield spots, as well as second and third, and a little bit at short after Caden Miller was thrown out in last game against these Sabre Dogs. As the next pitch is down low, strike 1. As Miller was thrown out in Sioux Falls against these same Sabre Dogs after the home plate umpire thought he had said something after the game. He apparently said that there had been nothing said, so the next one's fouled up and out of play by Carson Gross. 0-2 now the count. So Miller was thrown out of the game after the home plate umpire had thought he had said something to him. He had not. And afterwards, there was words exchanged between the home plate umpire and Miller, and there was an agreement made that it was okay. So the next one's down and away. 1-2 now the count to Carson Gross. So Miller was okay with what happened after that. He had talked with me a little bit about it. Said, yeah, I wasn't expecting to get thrown out. I didn't even know I was the one that got thrown out. Now 1-2 now the count to the University of North Colorado product, tonight's third baseman. With 1 away and nobody on. The next pitch, laced down the left field line. Luis Palaio will going to try and make a play on it. He will not. That ball's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Carson Gross is going to go for 2. He's going to make it in there standing on an absolute bullet. How to hit over to the left-hand side. And that'll be a double. What was an absolute shot down the third base line. A great swing off the bat of Carson Gross. So Caleb Herbert will now come up to the plate. Herbert out of Mesa Community College from Arizona. Batting .407. He sat the last couple of games. He got pinch hit 4 in Game 1 against the Red River Pilots due to an injury. He said he had hurt his toe. A turf toe injury, he pretty much said, as he now is able to get back in the lineup. The next pitch he'll hit it over to the right center field side. Will the center fielder be there in time? He will. The right fielder, Hunter Delanoy, will make the catch. So 1 swing, 1 out, as Delanoy is unable to get underneath it. So now 2 outs. Peyton McGregor will come up to the plate. Peyton McGregor now batting .174 on the year. A home run and 4 RBIs to his name. Only 2 extra base hits. He has shown some great power at the plate at times. Unfortunately, has not been an extremely effective bat, as he is still hitting under 200. Only .174 on the season. The first pitch from Gutierrez. Swung on and big swing and a miss. Strike 1. So 0-1 now the count to McGregor. 14 pitches already for Gutierrez, the left-hander out of the University of Cumberland. He has a runner on second now with 2 away. 0-1 the count to the right-handed hitting left fielder, Peyton McGregor. The 0-1. Swung onto the breaking ball. Strike 2. He's not able to get enough of that one, as he thought he got a piece of it, but not enough so. 2 outs, runner on second. Nothing your score here in the bottom of the first between the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs and the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. Here in Bancroft, Iowa, as the wind continues to blow in from straightaway center field, blowing in, I would say, at a nice 20-mile-an-hour tick at this point. The 0-2 to Peyton McGregor. Swung on strike 3. He'll go down on strikes, and that'll be out number 3. Go to the top of the second inning. Nothing your score here between the North Iowa Ragin Roosters and the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. Nothing your score here as we enter the top of the second inning. Seth Delgado will look to lead us off here for the Sabre Dogs. Out of Oklahoma Westland, now batting .443 on the season. One of the best hitting catchers in the league right now. 4 home runs and 20 RBIs. Not to say that Ben Lavorsi, his teammate, has not been one of the bigger power hitters as well in the league, but Delgado has been a constant source of offense and defense for these Sabre Dogs. The next pitch to him, down in the dirt, ball 1 from Jacob Thurm. Took him 22 pitches to get through that first inning. Unfortunately for him, it was due to an error and a walk to start us off before he was able to come up with 3 straight outs. The 1-0. Straightaway center field. Michael Pratt will try and get underneath it. The wind is going to take it over towards him, and that'll be out number 1 on a line drive to Michael Pratt in center. 1 away. So now Eduardo Martinez will come up to the plate. Martinez out of Cochise College comes up now batting .364 on the season. With 1 away now, he'll come up. Only 9 runs now, but only a single RBI to his name. The first pitch from Jacob Thurm. Hit over to the third base side. Carson Gross is going to try and make the play. It's going to end up in foul ball territory, so foul ball, strike 1. One away, Martinez trotting back to the bag here, to the plate right now after fouling the first pitch off that he saw. 1 away, nobody on, nobody out after Seth Delgado hits it to straightaway center field for Michael Pratt to pick it up. Martinez, one of the late additions for this Sabre Dogs squad. That is one's fouled up and out of play again, so 0-2 now the count.
2 strikes, fans. Let's hear ya.
Martinez made, I believe, his first hitting appearance against this Ragin Roosters squad the last time the Sabre Dogs were here in Bancroft, which was about 1 to 2 weeks ago. The 0-2 from Thurm. Swung on, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jacob Thurm gets a strikeout. That'll be out number 2 as Martinez goes down swinging. Now Jesus Rojas will come up to the plate. One of the other late additions for this Sabre Dogs squad, he'll now come up to the plate. Out of Oklahoma Westland as well, teammates of Seth Delgado, batting .375 now on the season. Has been a pretty effective bat for this Sabre Dogs squad. He comes up now with 2 outs and nobody on base. First pitch from Thurm, breaking ball down and in. Almost looked like it was going to come in and hit Rojas there for a minute on the breaking ball, but it's able to get in there just in time. His time is called for the home plate umpire for a moment as Thurm is trying to work quickly here. 28 pitches now to his name. The next pitch, down and away on another breaking ball. 2-0 now the count as that slider has worked pretty effectively. It's the 6'3" Northwestern College product on the mound right now. Last time he was here in Bancroft for the Ragin Roosters, he went 6 innings and gave up no runs against this same Sabre Dogs team. Unfortunately, the Ragin Roosters would lose that game 4-2. 2-0 the count, the pitch. Down in the zone, ball 3 on another breaking ball as Rojas has yet to bite. 3-0 the count now, 2 outs, nobody on. Jesus Rojas coming up to the plate. The next pitch from Thurm, strike over the middle, so that'll be 3-1 now the count. It's the Oklahoma Westland product. Traditionally a bit of a utility man for this for this Souris Valley squad. Look to see what he can do here. Next pitch. Strike on the lower half of the zone again. 3-2 now the count as Jacob Thurm tries to get out number 3. Gave up an error on the ground ball to Carson Gross and then a walk in the first inning. He's able to get 4 straight outs. He's looking for number 5. The next pitch. Out and away. Good framework by Cyprops, but not good enough. So ball 4 to Jesus Rojas.
And your beer batter, the shortstop.
Now Alex Crouch will come up to the plate. Crouch hitting in the 9 hole tonight.
All beer will be $1 off through the bottom of the second. Come on, Alex.
As Alex Crouch is now going to hear from the home crowd here in Bancroft. Tonight's beer batter, the shortstop from Missouri Western. Now batting .235. Was on a bit of a cold streak last time we saw him. He's picked it up against the Pier Trappers. Jesus Rosas gets a small lead at first. The first pitch he'll see up in the zone. Ball 1. The left-handed hitting infielder. Traditionally plays third base. Tonight's shortstop. So I believe it is going to be Dason Cruz at third tonight. Excuse me, it's Rojas as Cruz gets the night off. The 1-0 from Jacob Thurm. Checks the runner at first. The pitch. Swung on, hit away, straight away, center field. Michael Pratt's going to try and get underneath it. He will, out number 3, and a line drive to center. And that'll be 3 down. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning with nothing to score here between the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs and the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft, Iowa, as Wyatt Duncan will look to lead us off here as we enter the bottom of the second inning at Biola University. He'll come up now to lead us off here. Nothing your score between the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs and the North Iowa Ragin Roosters.
Wyatt Duncan from Biola University. Let's hear it for Wyatt.
As Duncan now comes up batting .275 on the year. His OPS now finally dropping out of that 1,000 range. Now dropping into the 900s, but he's still been a good power bat for these Ragin Roosters. Unfortunately, he's not recorded a home run since that original home series against Pier. The first pitch from Gutierrez, outside, ball 1. That's the tall first baseman, tonight's DH. Gets another opportunity here against these Sabre Dogs. The next pitch to him. Breaking ball, hit up and out of play towards the cars over here in the parking lot. 1-1 now the count. That one bounces a little too close to my Honda out there. Hopefully she doesn't get her. I kind of need that windshield, Duncan. Please don't hit it. 1-1 now the count. Here in the bottom of the second, as home plate umpire calls time. Nothing your score here between the Sabre Dogs and the North Iowa Ragin Roosters, as I have a moment here to swipe off home plate for a second. 83 degrees out here in Bancroft, Iowa, here at Bancroft Memorial Park. The wind continuing to blow from straightaway center field. Unfortunately, if you're hitting out towards the outfield on a fly ball, it's not going to make it very far. The next pitch to Duncan, hit up right back up the middle. He got it off the inside part of the hands. The throw from short in time. So ground out for Wyatt Duncan, as unfortunately that ball was hit right off the inside part of his hands. That'd be out number 1. It's now Jordan Kelly will come up to the plate.
From the College of Idaho, Jordan Kelly.
Jordan Kelly, headed to College of Idaho next year, transferring from Williston State, comes up to the plate. Batting .267 now on the year, a .389 on base percentage. The first baseman who actually has quite a bit of pop in his swing, unfortunately only has 1 extra base hit this year. As the first pitch he'll see is ball 1. Nobody on and 1 away after Duncan grounds out to the shortstop Alex Crouch. As Jordan Kelly out of the Australia sees the next pitch will be hit over to the second base side. Picked up cleanly by Barlow. The throw to first in plenty of time. Out in number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. The Ragin Roosters just looking to see if they can keep this inning alive. Jared Brannon will now come up to the plate.
Jared Brannon.
Now Jared Brannon comes up to the plate. Headed to Kansas Wesleyan next year. We'll look to see what he can do. 3 straight transfer players up to bat here. Now comes up with 2 away. He came in for the save last night against the Red River Pilots. The first pitch he'll see, he'll hit over that first base side. It's going to get down and through. A first pitch, first swing single for Jared Brannon. He gets it too far into the gap, and no one's able to get there. So with 2 away, we have a single to our name, and now Cy Probst out of Maine University will come up to the plate. With 2 outs, Probst getting his leg pads off over there on the first base side. We'll have his moment here.
Your catcher from Maine University, Cy Probst.
So now Cy Probst comes up to the plate. Now batting .286 on the season. He's got a .394 on base percentage. Has 6 runs to his name. Unfortunately, I believe he only has 1 RBI, but he's been an excellent source of getting on base this year as well. The Maine University duo has done an excellent job at that this year. The first pitch he'll see, and that's going to be a balk, I believe, or no, it was going to be a called time by Cy Probst. I thought Gutierrez just kind of went through the motions there on the mound. I didn't see time called by Cy Probst. Jarrett Brandon now on first after the ground ball single on 2 outs, right past that second and first base side. Gutierrez, the left-hander, sets. First pitch to the Maine U product. Swung on and hit over to the right-hand side. It's going to end up out of play. Foul ball. So 0-1 now the count to tonight's battery. He started last night against the Red River Pilots. Unfortunately, I believe only went 1 for 4 last night. He'll now come up for the second straight start as Craig Kenny, Andrew Pyle, and Eddie Magical will continue to get some rest. The 0-1. Down in the dirt, ball 1. Delgado comes up with it quickly. 1-1 now the count. Delgado, one of the better defensive catchers as well, has played in left field a lot for the Sabre Dogs when he's not behind the plate. That bat has been valuable to them. He's also been a fairly solid defensive catcher out of Oklahoma Wesleyan. As Jared Brandon now leads off at first base, already has 3 stolen bases on the year. We'll look to see if maybe he can pick up number 4. 1-1 the count here to Cy Probst. And the next pitch, swung on a hit right back up the middle. Alex Crouch is going to pick it up on a hop. The throw to second is in plenty of time. 3 away. So a fielder's choice there will be out number 3.
Sabre Dogs 0, Roosters 0.
We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be going to the top of the 3rd. 0-0 your score here between the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs and the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. We'll be right back after this quick break. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. 0-0 your score here as we enter the top of the 3rd inning. Luis Paleo will look to lead us off here for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. He's already 0 for 1 tonight. He'll look to see what he can do.
The left fielder, Luis Paleo.
Paleo is technically 0 for 1 tonight. He did reach though in his first appearance as he made it on with an error. It's the throw by Carson Gross over there, unfortunately resulted in an error. The first pitch he'll see, he'll hit down that first base line. Foul ball, 0-1 the count. Paleo batting .433 on the year. That number will now drop a little bit after that error made on, but of course, for him that doesn't really matter. 29 RBIs, 28 runs. As a leadoff man, he has probably, I believe, the second most RBIs in the league right now. 0-1 the count to him. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the third. The next pitch from Thurm. Swung on, hit out towards left center field. Will McGregor be there in time? He will. What a catch by Payne McGregor. A good full extension out there, as it looked like he didn't get a great hop on it, but he's able to make the play. On the deep fly ball to left center field, Hunter Illinois now comes up with one away. He's 0 for 0 tonight with a walk to his name. Now Hunter Illinois, the right fielder from Wayne State University, comes up to the plate. Batting .461 on the season, he now comes up with one out and nobody on after Paleo lines out to left field. As Thurm continues to work here. The Northwestern College product, 6'3" on the mound. Has been extremely effective against these Sabre Dogs all year. The next pitch from him, fouled up and out of play, foul ball. 0-1 now the count to Illinois, the left-handed hitting right fielder. Thurm has only had a couple appearances for these Ragin Roosters. Has been mostly a homebody. He's not really been able to travel with the team. Last time he made an appearance was against these same Sabre Dogs. The next pitch swung on and fouled off again. 0-2 now the count. He's mostly only, again, once been a homebody. He faced off against the Sabre Dogs, went 6 innings, gave up no runs. Previously, before that, he had been mostly used as a relief pitcher as he comes in now as his second start. Let me tell you, it's a start that the Ragin Roosters are in desperate need of right now, low on starting pitching. The 0-2. Swung on, strike 3, swung and a miss for Hunter Illinois, and that's out number 2. Second strikeout now for Jacob Thurm. Now with 2 away, Ben Newbert out of Bloomsburg University will come up. Batting .387, he went down last time with a fly ball out to left field. 2 outs, nobody on as Ben Newbert takes a big swing and a miss on the up and in fastball, and that'll be 0-1. As you can tell, it's been a windy day here as the flaps over here in the box have been going up and down. As you can see in front of us, the netting continues to billow. The 0-1 to Newbert. On the outside corner, strike 2. 0-2 now the count to the Bloomsburg U product. Traditionally, an outfielder has been mostly used to DH. He's not had many outfield appearances that we've seen. The 0-2 from Thurm. Check swing. Did he get it? No, he didn't. Ball outside. That was a close call there, as Thurm wanted that one. So 1-2 now the count with 2 outs. Ben Newbert already 0 for 1 tonight with a line out towards left field. The 1-2 from Thurm. Breaking ball slapped on that left field line. Payne McGregor's going to try and make a play on it. It's going to be towards foul territory. It is in fair territory still, but it'll be out of play. It's the foul ball out there towards those picnic tables, down towards where the bullpen mound, as the white line where out of play is technically called does not reach all the way over there, though the home plate umpire did call it dead. It was fortunate anyways. McGregor did not make the catch over there. So 1-2 the count, still to Ben Newbert. He's looking to stay alive here with 2 outs and nobody on. The 1-2 from Jacob Thurm, the pitch. Swung on and popped up to the right-hand side. Will it be in fair territory? No, it won't. It'll land up and out of play. Still 1-2 as Newbert tries to stay alive. 45 pitches now for Jacob Thurm out of Northwestern College. He's already through 2 innings of work. He'll try and go as deep as possible into this ball game. Newbert out of Bloomsburg U, one of the 2 PA players in the Expedition League. The other one, Cy Probst from Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. The 2 of them have bonded over that a little bit whenever the Sabre Dogs have come through. It's the 1-2 once again from Thurm. Fouled off as that one hits off the bat, so 1-2 now, still the count. As Newbert hit that one straight down, and on the backswing it hit his bat again and landed landed in foul territory. So 1-2 still the count for Ben Newbert. He continues to try and stay alive here. Thurm just trying to get out number 3. The next pitch. Swung on and hit over that first base side. Jarrett Brandon, it's going to be in right center field. Will anybody be there? The wind's blowing. It's going to get down. And unfortunately, Jarrett Brandon was not able to make the play. The wind was blowing. Nobody was able to get there, and that'll be a single for Ben Newbert. Now with 2 outs, 2 out lightning strikes for the Sabre Dogs. As now Chris Monroe comes up to the plate. Monroe, he's 0 for 1 tonight. He broke his bat last time he came up and flew out towards left center field. Now batting .421 on the season. 10 homers, 40 RBIs, a 1,300 OPS. Easily one of the best hitters in the Expedition League so far, and it's probably not even close. 11 doubles already to his name as well. Runner on first, 2 away. The next pitch, swung on and laced down the left field line. That ball's going to go over the wall. Home run, Chris Monroe. It just got over on an absolute bullet off the bat. As unfortunately, with 2 outs, that ball that was over on the right field side is unfortunately going to bite the Ragin' Roosters in the tail. So now 2-0 your score, a 2-run shot, homer number 11, and RBIs number 41 and 42 for Chris Monroe out of Central Michigan. Now Jake Barlow will come up to the plate with 2 away. As Jacob Thurm is probably a little upset with himself. He had 2 outs, and unfortunately on the first pitch to Chris Monroe, he laces it just inside the left field line for out home run number 11. The Central Michigan product has been deadly, and he shows why there. So now Jake Barlow comes up to the plate, the second baseman from Delta State University. The next pitch from Thurm, out and away, ball 1. That'll rattle your numbers a little bit right now if you're the Ragin' Roosters. After having such a good start from Thurm, he gives up a 2-run shot. His his second hit of the ball game, and he gives it up there. The next one's fouled up and out of play. 1-1 now the count. 2 outs, nobody on after Chris Monroe. After Ben Newberg takes a single that makes it just into shallow right field. No one was able to get there as Jared Brannon tried to make the diving catch, but wasn't able to, as it was a 3-way tie for all the fielders as Jordan Kelly and Nick Eastham tried to get over there. No one could. Monroe on the first pitch he sees lines it over the left field wall. Next one is going to be down and away, 2-1. Thurm now up to 51 pitches through 2 2/3 worth of work. 2-0 your score here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Excuse me, that's supposed to be for the Sabre Dogs. This one gets laced out towards left field. Payne McGregor's going to drop it on the line drive to left. McGregor was underneath it, was not able to get the play though. So another runner gets on after the error by Peyton McGregor.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs, the catcher, Seth Delgado.
Now Seth Delgado comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a straightaway center field line drive to his name. Wasn't able to get on though the last time, so he'll now come up for a second time here. Runner on first, 2 away. The next pitch. Strikeout ahead of the plate. Throw down to first, not in time. 0-1 the count now to Delgado, the Oklahoma Westland product. It's now an error in a single, a home run, and an error. Now makes it 2-0. A runner on first with 2 away, and now one of the best hitters on this Sabre Dogs squad, Seth Delgado, up to the plate out of Oklahoma Westland. Throw over to first, he's got the runner picked off. The throw over to second will be in plenty of time as the runner was caught trying to advance. Instead, he'll get thrown out.
2.5 innings to play. The score, Souris Valley Sabre Dogs 2.
So now 2-0 your score here will enter the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Sabre Dogs lead over the North Iowa Ragin' Roosters. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin' Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily.
Stadium in Pierce, South Dakota.
Hello everyone, welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. 2-0 now your score. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs able to find 2 runs after a single from Ben Newbert in a shallow right field, and then a home run off the bat of Chris Monroe, his 11th on the year. He's been outstanding for these Sabre Dogs, as now Nick Eastham, the Midway U product, comes up to the plate. Now batting a little under 1,000 with the OPS, a .380 on batting average, one of the team leaders in stolen bases and RBIs. First pitch to Eastham, way outside, ball 1. Mrs. Eastham, I hope you're listening to tonight's game. Your son does say hi to you. He told me to say hi to you before tonight's game, so he is thinking of you tonight. It's the 1-0 here to the Midway product, tonight's right fielder in the 9-hole. The next pitch to him. Swung on and fouled over to the right-hand side, makes it out of play. 1-1 the count. As the speedy right fielder with probably one of the best arms I've seen this season, has a couple of runners thrown out at home plate from the outfield. Leads the team in stolen bases with 7, one of the top 3 in the league. Next pitch lies out to right center field. Luis Paleo and Hunter Delanoy over there. It's going to end up in right field as the wind blows it, so that'll be out number 1 on the fly ball to right.
Fans back to the top of the order. Center fielder.
So now Michael Pratt comes up to the plate. Pratt 0 for 1 tonight. He lined out to left field last time he came up. Excuse me, that was Eduardo Martinez in center field and Paleo in left. He'll now come up with 1 away. 0 for 1 tonight out of Maine University. He lined out to left field at Luis Paleo. The first pitch he'll see is a strike inside. 0-1 the count. It's the left-handed hitting Maine U product, standing at 5'8". The number 1 high school player in New Hampshire when he graduated. The next pitch to him. Down and away, ball 1. 1-1 now the count. The zone's been kind of tight tonight from the home plate umpire. Not something that we're complaining, of course. Just something that's been a little different in comparison to our last couple of games. The 1-1 here to Michael Pratt. Swung on, hit over to the third base ice. Rojas picks it on a hop. The throw over to first. Off the bag. The tag at first, though, is in time. As Pratt almost made it on, unfortunately, as that ball was hit over to that third base side, and he gets tagged out at first.
Carson Gross.
Now Carson Gross comes up to the plate, tonight's third baseman. He's 1 for 1 tonight with a double to his name. He lifted one right down that left field line, unfortunately, with only 1 hop to the wall, so he was hit on an absolute bullet. Now comes up with 2 away and nobody on after back-to-back outs from Eastham and Pratt. Then the first pitch he'll see down in the zone, strike 1. 0-1 now the count to the University of North Colorado product. Teammates of Craig Kenny, who gets the night off tonight. The 0-1. Outside, ball 1. 1-1 now the count to the University of North Colorado product. 2-0 your score here in the bottom of the third. The Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters after a 2-run shot that just hooked inside the foul pole and left from Chris Monroe. Next pitch, strike on the outside corner. 1-2 now the count. Delgado with that great framework, one of the better defensive and offensive catches here in the Expedition League. 1-2 now to Carson Gross. The next pitch from Gutierrez. Ball outside, 2-2 now the count, as Gutierrez now up to 35 pitches through 2 2/3 of an inning of work. Still one of the best pitchers in the league this season, a 0 ERA. The 2-2 once again. Swung on, swing and a miss, strike 3 for Carson Gross, and that'll be a third out after 3 up, 3 down for the Ragin' Roosters. 2-0 your score here as we enter the top of the 4th inning. The Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin' Roosters. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin' Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. 2-0 your score here. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters after a 2-run shot off the bat of Chris Monroe. Seth Delgado will now come up here in the top of the fourth to lead us off. He's 0 for 1. Got his at-bat cut short last inning after Jake Barlow got thrown out on the attempted steal of second base. He lined out to center field the last time he came up. He'll come back up again. Center fielder, left fielder from the Oklahoma Westland. The next pitch he'll see, big swing and a miss, strike one, way up in the zone, but he'll swing right through it. Delgado and Ben Lavorsi, who currently gets the night off, the two biggest and best hitting catchers in the Expedition League. And of course, they're both on the Sabre Dogs. The next pitch down and away, ball one. 1-1 now the count for the Northwestern College product on the mound. Thurm, unfortunately, after giving up his first hit of the ball game to Ben Newbert, a single in a shallow right field, then gives up a 2-run shot, absolutely rocketed off the bat, made it inside the left field line as this one hit over to Caleb Herbert at short, and it's going to go right through his legs. And that'll be an error by Caleb Herbert as that one goes right through the wickets. So unfortunately for Herbert, he's just not able to make the play. So Herbert makes the error, and now with nobody out, Eduardo Martinez comes up to the plate. Coach Ice College, he's 0 for 1 tonight already. He'll look to see what he can do now with a runner on first and nobody out. He struck out swinging the last time he came up. First pitch from Jacob Thurm. Swung on, big swing and a miss, strike one. It's 0-1 now the count as Thurm continues to work here. Unfortunately for Thurm, he has not been helped by his defense tonight. Already 4 errors for the Ragin Roosters. 0-2 from Jacob Thurm. 0-1, I apologize, as he makes the check throw over to Delgado at first, who just puts his hands up like he's saying, you got me. It's the Coach Ice College product. Tonight's center fielder looks to stay alive here. 0-1 the count to him. Delgado on first after the error by Caleb Herbert. Up in the zone, ball 1. So 1-1 now the count. It's Jacob Thurm getting a little heated out there on the mound, understandably so. He's just trying to get these guys out. He's working as hard as possible right now. 58 pitches through 3 innings of work. Right-hander from Northwestern College. The 1-1. Checks the runner at first. The pitch. Breaking ball, strike 2 over the heart of the plate. 1-2 now the count. As the ever so tall Eduardo Martinez looks back and goes, are you sure? Are you sure that was a strike? It broke in a little late, but he will get the call, so 1-2 now the count. Martinez, once again, one of the late additions, as well as Jesus Rojas and Ben Lavorsi, coming in now as they've had 2 players be signed by major league contracts. Strike on the outside corner, strike 3. Martinez goes down back-to-back times with strikeouts. So 1 away now, and a runner on first. Jesus Rojas will come up to the plate.
Now batting for the Sabre Dogs is third baseman Jesus Rojas.
Rojas, tonight's third baseman. Utility man out of Oklahoma Westland, coming up to the plate with 1 away. He's 0 for 0 tonight. He took a walk to his name last time he came up. He now has a runner on first in Seth Delgado. 2-0 your score here in the top of the fourth. The Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. After a 2-run shot off the bat of Chris Monroe, the throw over to first will be in time. Delgado gets in standing. Thurm now up to 60 pitches through 4 innings of work. He's going to continue to try and make it as deep as possible into this ball game as he can. 1 away now. The first pitch to Jesus Rojas. Delgado's on the move. This one's hit out to left center field. It's going to get down there. That's going to be for extra bases. Delgado's going to try and score. Peyton McGregor picks it up. He's going to throw it into the second base side. Delgado's going to try and score. He's going to make it in standing. So now it is 3-0 your score. As Delgado, already on the move, was able to get a double off the bat of Jesus Rojas, and it'll score him. As that one made it out to deep center, left center field, and now it is 3-0.
Who's thirsty fans?
So now Alex Crouch, 0 for 1 tonight, comes up to the plate.
Batting night for the Sabre Dogs.
He's 0 for 1 already.
Alex Crouch.
He lined out to left center field.
We've got some thirsty fans in the stand.
With 1 away, 3-0 now your score after the double by Jesus Rojas. The first pitch from Thurm hit away straight away center field. Michael Pratt will look to get underneath it towards left center field. He'll be there. Out number 1 on the first pitch that he sees. Or excuse me, out number 2. I apologize. So now with 2 away, we go back up to the top of the lineup. Luis Paleo, the left fielder, comes up to the plate. Paleo already 0 for 2 tonight. Reached on an error and then flew out to left field the last time he came up. With 2 outs and a runner on second, now 3-0 your score after the double off the bat of Jesus Rojas. Scores Seth Delgado, who was already on the move from first. The next pitch. Way outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. As the wind continues to blow out here in Bancroft, continuing to pick up, blowing in from right center field, blowing over towards that third base side. Similar to what we saw in Sioux Falls during that weekend series earlier this week. 3-0 your score. The 1-0 to Luis Paleo, the left-hander. The Jacob Thurm continues to check the runner at second. Rojas continuing to get a lead over there. 3-0 your score now here in the top of the 4th. A 2-run shot off the bat of Chris Monroe over the left field line that just hooked inside the pole. And then a double off the bat of Rojas makes this a 3-0 game. And Jacob Thurm just continuing to work here. The next pitch. Swung on, hit to straightaway center field. Michael Pratt over there in the left center field gap. Will he be there in time? No, he will not. The ball hooks just far enough, and that'll be another run. Paleo with RBI number 30. With another double off the bat. As unfortunately for Pratt, he was not able to get there in time. The ball just continued to hook due to that wind out there, and now Hunter Delanoy comes up to the plate, 0 for 1 tonight with a walk to his name. Delanoy, excuse me, I apologize, comes up now 0 for 1 tonight. The right fielder from Wayne State University, batting .461 on the season. Last time he came up, he went down swinging. He now has a runner on second with 2 away. The 2-out rally, always so dangerous for these Sabre Dogs. They don't go down easily. 4-0 now your score in the top of the 4th. The next pitch from Thurm. Swung on to hit over that right-hand side. Carson Gross in foul territory. He'll try and make a play. Did he make it? No, he didn't. Unfortunately, he drops it over there. He tried his hardest to make the basket catch in foul territory. Almost ran into those light poles in play over here in Bancroft Memorial Park. On the left and right-hand side in left field and right field foul territory, the light poles are in play, unfortunately, for some of these players. Thankfully, no one has gotten hurt this year from running into them just yet, but there was a chance where Will Hoke had a foul ball bounce off the lights and he wasn't able to make the play. That was the last time the Pier Trappers were here, about a week ago from today. 0-1 the count now to Hunter Delanoy. Runner on second, 2 outs. 4-0 your score here in the top of the 4th. The next pitch from Thurm, laced over to the right-hand side. Nick Eastom's going to pick it up. They're going to try and send Paleo. He's going to try and score. The ball to the plate is not in time. So a single off the bat of Delanoy puts another run on the board. Paleo's able to score. So now 5-0, and now Dakota Greer is going to come out to talk to his pitcher for a moment. As unfortunately the 2-out Lightning, always dangerous for the Sabre Dogs, is able to continue to generate. They may have figured out Thurm after that last appearance, and now he comes out. So Dakota Greer comes out to talk to his pitcher for a moment. No one up in the bullpen right now for the Ragin Roosters. They're going to let him continue to go as long as possible. 5-0 now your score after another hit off the bat of Hunter Delanoy. Allows Luis Paleo to score all the way from second. Now Ben Newbert, who's 1 for 2 tonight with a single. He was the first run to score after a 2-run shot off the bat of Chris Monroe. He'll come up now. His first hit here. After collecting his first hit in the... Excuse me, I cannot speak right now. As he collected his first hit here in Bancroft against the Ragin Roosters. He then was scored promptly right after that. He flew out to left the first time he came up. Excuse me. 2 outs, a runner on first. 5-0 now your score. The next pitch from Thurm, down and away, ball 1. Side Probst is able to get underneath that one. The Sabre Dogs now lead the #1 team in the Expedition League. Only a single loss to their resume this season against the Red River Pilots. They have not lost since. Ragin Roosters have won their last game last night 5-2, but unfortunately lost the series to the Red River Pilots 2-1. The next pitch fouled off, so 1-1 now the count to Ben Newbert. Ragin Roosters currently sit in third place in the Expedition League, just behind the Red River Pilots and above the Pure Trappers, who unfortunately had to take on these same Sabre Dogs yesterday and play in their road series against these same Sabre Dogs. Excuse me, a home series. I apologize, against the Sabre Dogs. The 1-1 to Newbert. Swung on, hit over the right-hand side, or left-hand side, excuse me. It's going to be another single. The 2-out Lightning continuing to strike. Another hit off the bat of Ben Newbert. Now puts runners on first and second with 2 outs, and Monroe, who already has a homer tonight, coming back up to the plate. The Central Michigan product now has 42 RBIs and 11 home runs. To say he's been the best hitter in the Expedition League, well, that would just be to put it lightly. He hit an absolute bullet off the bat on the first pitch that he saw from Thurm in his second at-bat that just hooked inside the left field line pole. The next pitch, outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Is last time Monroe also came up, the first time he came up, he broke his bat on the line drive out to left field, saying he had made solid contact and the bat had not broken. It would have made it all the way to the wall out there and left. 5-0 now your score here in the top of the fourth. 2 away, runners on second and first. 1-0 is going to be a fake throw over to second as Delanoy makes it back in time. Jacob Thurm, tonight's starter, had gone a pretty good start, had gone 2 clean innings before giving up the 2-run shot in the top of the third. Now 3 runs here in the top of the fourth. The next pitch, swung on and fouled off. 1-1 now the count. To Thurm's credit, of course, there were 4 errors that the Ragin Roosters have committed already in this game. 6 hits now for the Sabre Dogs as they've continued to rack up the offense. It's been an unfortunate record right now for the Ragin Roosters. They have tried their absolute hardest to try and keep the Sabre Dogs from scoring, but if you make a mistake against this team, they will punish you for it. The 1-1 from Jacob Thurm. Checks the runner at second, the Northwestern College product. Checks the runner again. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on the breaking ball. So 1-2 now the count to Chris Monroe. One of the best hitters in the Expedition League so far this season, hitting over .420 on the year, 11 home runs, 42 RBIs now. It's the 6'6" first baseman from Central Michigan, built more like a lineman than a baseball player. The next pitch, breaking ball, strike 3 on the outside corner. Jacob Thurm is able to get himself out of the inning with a strikeout. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Now 5-0 your score. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin Rooster broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily.
Sponsors.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. We'll have Caleb Herbert lead us off here as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. 5-0 now your score. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. Caleb Herbert out of Mesa Community College, 0 for 1 tonight with a line out to right field the last time he came up to the plate. Still batting over .400 on the year. He was lifted in Game 1 against the Red River Pilots due to a toe injury that he says he's feeling better from. He's now hitting third tonight in the shortstop spot. The next pitch, down and in, ball 1, 1-0 the count. One 1-0 here to Caleb Herbert. The next pitch from Gutierrez, down and in, and once again 2-0 now the count. to the Mesa Community College product as the the University of Cumberland's product on the mound. Still has yet to give up an earned run this year. He's given up 2 hits now to the Ragin Roosters through 3. So we enter now the bottom of the 4th inning. The wind continuing to blow from right center field. The next pitch, breaking ball, gets to the inside part of the zone. So 2-1 now the count. It's the left-hander with that deadly curveball. He's able to get that next pitch. 2-1 now the count. The pitch to Herbert. Swung on, check swing. Did he go around? They're going to say he did. Swing and a miss. So 2-2 now the count to Herbert. One of the best contact hitting players on this Ragin Roosters squad. Led the team in batting average. I still believe he does. The next pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Staying alive. 2-2 still the count. Gutierrez now up to 41 pitches through 3 innings of work. Herbert continuing to try and stay alive here, trying to get himself on to lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th. 5-0 your score. The Sabre Dogs lead after scoring 3 in the top of the 4th and a 2-run shot in the top of the 3rd as Herbert laces this one over the second base side, and that'll make it in. That'll be a single off the bat of Caleb Herbert. A hard ground ball that was over towards that second base side. It makes it in just enough. So with nobody out, Peyton McGregor, who struck out last time he came up to the plate, will come up now.
The left fielder, number 30. Peyton McGregor.
McGregor out of Oakland U, or at least will be there this year again. Had only 9 plate appearances last year, mostly as a pinch hitter, trying to get some extra reps here in the Expedition League. He has done exactly that. Now batting 174 though on the season. He went down swinging last time he came up. Runner on first, the first pitch to him, big swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 now the count. To the Oakland U product. Mesa Community College product on first and Caleb Herbert. He led off the inning with a single on a 2-2 pitch that he shot over to the right-hand side. Next pitch to the left fielder. Left-hander sets the delivery. Down and in, strike 2. 0-2 now the count to McGregor. Unfortunately, he has had quite a few strikeouts, including a time where entering Sioux Falls, he had gone down 7 straight times on strikeouts before he was able to finally get himself on base with a single. Unfortunately, he's had a couple of strikeouts against Red River, and already has 1 tonight. The next pitch way inside. 1-2 now the count. Runner on first, nobody out. 5-0 your score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Sabre Dogs lead these Ragin Roosters here in Bancroft. The wind continuing to blow in from straightaway center field. There is expected rain tonight, but the skies still stay clear here. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Peyton McGregor. With now 1 away, Wyatt Duncan will come up to the plate.
Now batting for the Ragin Roosters.
Duncan grounded out to shortstop last time he came up. I'll see what he can do here.
Wyatt Duncan.
DH from the state of California. Headed to Biola U next year after transferring out of Wagner. He comes up with 1 away and a runner on first after McGregor strikes out. 5-0 your score here in North Iowa. Or excuse me, essentially North Iowa. As now the runner's on the move. The ball's down to the dirt, and that'll be a stolen base for Caleb Herbert.
Stolen base for the Ragin Roosters.
Now with 1 away, Herbert's able to get the stolen base. 1-0 the count to Wyatt Duncan on the breaking ball down to the dirt. Delgado not able to get up and make the throw. So another stolen base now for Caleb Herbert. I believe he has 6 on the season. Second on the team in stolen bases. The 1-0 to Wyatt Duncan. Pitch to the tall right-handed hitter, headed to Biola U next year. The next pitch. Down in the dirt, ball 2. 2-0 the count. As we have somebody down there in the bullpen right now for the Ragin Roosters, I cannot see who it is for where I'm standing. I believe it's River Terry. Do not quote me on that just yet, though, as I cannot see exactly who it is down there. It is a right-hander, but I'm not sure who exactly. 2-0 the count here to Wyatt Duncan. Runner on second. The next pitch. Down to the dirt again. 3-0 now the count to Wyatt Duncan. As Gutierrez look to see what he can do, as we'll see as whether or not Duncan will get the green light from his first base coach, Dakota Young. Runner on second. After a leadoff single at the bat of Herbert, he stole second base, and then Peyton McGregor struck out. Now a 3-0 the count to Wyatt Duncan. A tall, power-swinging right-handed hitter. That one stays out and away, though. Ball 4. Now runners on first and second as Duncan takes the walk. Now Jordan Kelly, 0 for 1 tonight for him, comes up to the plate. He grounded out to second last time he came up to the plate. Now we'll have a timeout called. We'll have a meeting now on the mound. The head coach of the Sabre Dogs. This is something I don't think they're going to pull him just yet. He's only the bottom of the 4th inning. Gutierrez is only up to 50 pitches. He's only walked 1 time. I believe they're having a bit of a strategy discussion out there to see what they can do now with 1 away. Runners on 2nd and 1st. Jordan Kelly will come up to the plate. 5-0 now your score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Ragin Roosters are down to the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. A 2-run shot off the bat of Monroe, and then a couple of base hits for the Sabre Dogs. Were able to score some runs.
From the College of Idaho, number 12, Jordan Kelly.
Jordan Kelly out of Williston State, transferring to College of Idaho next season, comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded out to second base the last time he came up. But look to see if he can get himself a hit and another RBI. He only has 1 on the season, but he does have 6 runs. Now comes up and sees what he can do with runners on 2nd and 1st and 1 away. Double play depth for the infield. The first pitch to Kelly. Fouled up and out of play. Foul ball. 0-1 now the count. As the Australian native coming up to the plate here. The right-handed hitting first baseman unfortunately leads the teams in strikeouts this year, though Peyton McGregor might be right behind him at this point, unfortunately, as now the first baseman will look to see what he can do. Gutierrez on the mound still. 4 1/3 innings, or 3 1/3 innings of work for him. The next pitch inside, ball 1. That one was real close in the zone. 1-1 now the count. Infield is set deep right now against Jordan Kelly. Double play depth for the Sabre Dogs as Kelly comes up with 1 away and runners on 2nd and 1st. 1-1 to Kelly. Strike on the inside corner on the breaking ball. 1-2 now the count to the Australian. Headed to the College of Idaho next season. $5-0 your score. The Sabre Dogs lead. The next pitch to Jordan Kelly. Swung on, swing and a miss. Strike 3. He goes down on strikes. So now with 2 away, Jarrett Brandon, who's already 1 for 1 tonight, comes up to the plate. He lined over to the right-hand side, and on the first pitch he saw, was able to get on base.
Jarrett Brandon.
Brandon now comes up, 7 RBIs already, a .227 batting average, and a .346 on base. Already has 3 stolen bases on the year. He comes up now with runners on 2nd and 1st and 2 away after strikeouts to Peyton McGregor and Jordan Kelly. Left-hander versus left-hander matchup. The next pitch. Swung on and hit up and out of play by Brandon. He's trying to see if he can get a run here to score and end this scoreless streak for the Ragin Roosters against these Sabre Dogs. That one lands foul, so 0-1 the count. 5-0 your score here. The Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters here in the bottom of the 4th in Bancroft. 2-run shot off the bat of Monroe. Started off the scoring in the top of the 3rd, and then 3 runs scored off of a couple of base hits in the top of the 4th with 2 away. Helped them take this massive lead. The next pitch down in the zone, strike 2. So 0-2 now the count to tonight's second baseman. Had the save last night, against the Red River Pilots in the 5-2 victory. A 2-inning save after relieving Semler Dietrich, who got the win. The 0-2 to Jacob Thurm. 2 outs, runners on 2nd and 1st. The next pitch. Outside, strike 3 call. Jarrett Brandon's going to go down. He looked back, looked like he wanted to say something. He'll shake his head and walk back to the dugout. Go to the top of the 5th inning. 5-0 your score here. The North Iowa Ragin Roosters are down to the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to Ragin Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft, Iowa. Bancroft Memorial Park here is a 5-0 score. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters after a 2-run shot off the bat of Chris Monroe and a couple of base hits on 2 outs. They're able to score 3 runs in the top of the 4th inning. Jake Barlow comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. The second baseman from Delta State U. Now hitting a little under 300 in the season. That average will continue to drop a little bit. He does have 5 home runs to his name. Again, 0 for 2 tonight. He lined out to right the first time he came up and was able to make it on after the line drive to left field was dropped by Peyton McGregor. Then this one's a ball outside, ball 1 for Jacob Thurm. He continues to work 73 pitches through 4 innings of work. We'll look to see how deep he can go into this ball game as we enter the top of the 5th. Next pitch up high, ball 2. It's the Northwestern College product. Tall right-hander, 6'3", had a really effective outing the last time he came against these Sabre Dogs. Unfortunately, gives up 5 here. The next pitch, swung on, hit over to Caleb Herbert at short. He picks it up this time. The throw over to first will be in plenty of time. Out number 1. On the ground ball over to Caleb Herbert there at short. He barely needed a move, and that'll be out number 1. So Seth Delgado now comes up to the plate with 1 away. Out of Oklahoma Wesleyan, he's 0 for 2 tonight, as he reached on an error last time he came up, as Caleb Herbert had to go through to his wickets. 1 away now as the Oklahoma Wesleyan product, tonight's battery, comes up to the plate. The first pitch from Thurm, swung on, hit over that shortstop side again. Herbert tries his hardest as that ball got absolutely belted off the bat. It allows Delgado to get on. A valiant effort by Caleb Herbert over there at short, but unfortunately he's not able to make the play. The ball bounced off his glove awkwardly and ended up in left field. So now Edwardo Martinez comes up after an absolute bullet off the bat of Delgado. It hits over to the shortstop side, and Caleb Herbert's unfortunately not able to make the play. Martinez 0 for 2 tonight, a .364 batting average to him. He comes up now with a runner on first and 1 away. He struck out back-to-back times already. The first pitch he'll see comes in way inside, ball 1. 5-0 your score here in the top of the 5th inning. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters, scoring 2 in the top of the 3rd and 3 in the top of the 4th. The next pitch from Jacob Thurm. Fouled it off. It's going to be down that first base line. It's going to land foul, though. That's happened a lot this year in the Expedition League. We've seen a lot of check swings end up either as a foul balls or even in fair territory. We've seen it here in Bancroft a couple of times, including a lot of them ending up right at the pitcher for a ground out. As that one, fortunately for Martinez, just lands foul. So 1-1 now the count to the Coach I's College product, the late addition to this Sabre Dogs squad. They've had a couple of players sign professional contracts, including Jake Blesselman, who just recently had a start with the Grand Junction Rockies, where I believe he went 6 innings of work in his professional debut. They also had one of their other players, I forget who it is now off the top of my head, I apologize. The next pitch. Swung on and fouled up and out of play. 1-2 still the count. That came up and almost hit us up in the box. One and 2 now the count to the Coach I's College product. We'll look to see what he can do here with 1 away and a runner on first. Excuse me, it was Cameron Willman, who had been the one that signed another contract as well, as the runner over at first gets thrown on, but he'll make it in safely. It was Cameron Willman who also signed a professional level contract. He did so with the Missouri Paddleheads. 1-2 the pitch. Outside, strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Edwardo Martinez. He didn't like that call, but he'll go down on strikes. He'll have a little bit of a glare back to the home plate umpire, but that'll have 2 away now. Jesus Rojas, he's 1 for 1 tonight with a walk to his name. He'll come up. He doubled the left field last time he came up for an RBI. He now comes up again as Martinez spikes his helmet in the dugout. He's not happy. As the utility man, tonight's third baseman, comes up to the plate with 2 away and a runner on first. 5-0 your score. Breaking ball inside, ball 1.
2 outs, fans. Let's hear ya.
It's Jacob Thurm trying to get through his 5th inning of work here. 82 pitches to his name. They'll look to see if they can at least get him to go 6. We shall see, though. Thurm checks the runner at first. The next pitch. Outside, ball 2. So 2-0 now the count. The Oklahoma Wesleyan product. Teammates of Seth Delgado, who currently stands on first base after the hard-hit ground ball to the shortstop Caleb Herbert that he unfortunately was not able to make the play on. So that was an absolute bullet that was off the bat of Delgado. It just bounced off the glove of the diving Herbert. He wasn't able to make the play. The next pitch. Way outside, that ball's going to get away, and that's going to allow Delgado to advance on the wild pitch. As Thurm unfortunately lets that one go a little late, and it ends up in the backstop. So with 2 outs, a runner now on second. 3-0 the count here to Jesus Rojas. So unfortunately, Sabre was not able to get in front of that one, as that one bounced over in the left-handed batter's box. 3-0 the count, 2 outs. 5-0 your score here in the top of the 5th. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. The next pitch. Strike on the outside part of the zone. 3-1 now the count. As Rojas will look to see if he can extend the inning here. Thurm just trying to get out, number 3. 85 pitches to him now in 4 2/3 of an inning of work. The 3-1 to Jesus Rojas. Checks the runner at second once again, the Northwestern College product. The next pitch. Left over to the shortstop side. Herbert's going to pick it up. It's going to go through his legs again. And unfortunately, that's going to score another run as Herbert with his second error. Goodness gracious, that one goes through the wickets once again on a hard ground ball that allows a runner to make it on. Now Alex Crouch will come up to the plate. 6-0 now your score.
The shortstop, Alex Crouch. If Alex strikes out, all beer will be $1 off through the bottom of the inning. Let's hear you, fans.
So now with a runner on first and 2 away, 6-0 now your score. Next pitch from Thurm, strike on the lower half of the zone, strike 1. So now the Sabre Dogs take a 6-run lead here in the top of the 5th inning. Unfortunately for Thurman, it's been a rough one here. He's only given up 2 earned runs. As the next one is thrown over to first, he makes it in safely. So now the Ragin Roosters currently have 5 errors. More errors than hits at this point. They only have 3 hits and 5 errors. The next pitch to Crouch. Swung on, laced out towards left center field. It'll be over there in the gap. Will anybody be there in time? Someone call the ball off, please. Thank you. Michael Pratt will make the play. As Michael Pratt and Peyton McGregor looked like they were going to collide out there, I was like, oh my goodness, please don't. And that'll be out number 3. We'll be right back after this quick break. It's now 6-0 your score as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. 6-0 now your score as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. Sabre will look to lead us off out of Maine University.
The catcher, Sabre.
He hit into a fielder's choice the last time he came up to the plate. Out of the Maine U from Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, my neck of the woods over there on the east side. He'll come up now to the plate. He got the start last night against the Red River Pilots. He gets the start once again here tonight. Back-to-back starts for him. It's pretty magical, and Craig Kenny and Andrew Pyle get the night off. The first pitch to him. Swung on and fouled up and out of play. 0-1 the count to the Maine U product. 6-0 now your score here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They were able to score a run in the top of the 5th. After the error, unfortunately, by Caleb Herbert, the ball went right through his wickets, and he was able to score a run. So now it is 6-0. The Ragin Roosters trying to mount a comeback. The next pitch from Gutierrez, lined right back up the middle. The shortstop Crouch able to make the play. The throw over to first in time. A great defensive play over there on a hard ground ball for Alex Crouch to make the throw over. He just got the extension out there to get out number 1. Now Nick Eastham will come up to the plate. The Midway product, who's already 0 for 1 tonight, comes up.
Number 4. From Midway University, Nick Eastham.
Eastham flew out to right field the last time he came up. He'll look to see what he can do now. 7 stolen bases, the team leader, and one of the top stolen bases leaders on the year. The first pitch he'll see, he'll line up and out of play, foul ball. It sounded like it hit a car out there. Please don't tell me it was the Accord, I beg of you. 0-1 now the count to the Midway U product. One of the best arms in the league and one of the fastest runners as well. The next pitch to him. Swung on and fouled up and out of play once again. 0-2 now to the count. Eastham has shown good flashes of power this year. A couple of extra bases to his name and 14 RBIs. No home runs, but he has been an extra base machine. The 0-2 to Nick Eastham. Swung on, hit right back up the middle. Alex Crouch will pick it up over the second base side. The throw over to first in time. So out number 2 on the ground ball to Alex Crouch. And now that's 2 away. Now Michael Pratt comes back up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. I'll now look to see what he can do.
The center fielder, number 15, Michael Pratt.
Maine University, who comes up now with 2 away. He flew out to left and grounded out to the third base side the last time he came up. The first pitch from Thomas Gutierrez to him. Up in the zone, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Two outs, nobody on. 6-0 your score here in the bottom of the 5th inning as the next pitch from Gutierrez down and in, so ball 2. 6-0 now, the Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. 8 o'clock here in the Midwest. The wind continues to blow in from straightaway center field. The next pitch to Pratt, strike on the outside part of the zone. 2-1 on the count. Tonight's center fielder has been the leadoff man the last couple of nights for these Ragin Roosters. He continues to get that job as Nakasuka continues to nurse back spasm injury. We got time called by the home plate umpire for a quick moment. So he continues to get reps here in center. The next pitch, swung on, big swing and a miss. Strike 2 on the breaking ball that was inside. He thought he could get a hold of it, and unfortunately swings right through it. So 2-2 now the count. 2 outs, nobody on after 2 outs from bats of Cy Probst and Nick Eastham. That one's outside. 3-2 now the count. Pratt thought that one was pretty close, but thankfully for him, he's able to get ball 3. He'll look to see if he can stay alive here with 2 outs. Full count now as Thomas Gutierrez continues to work. The next pitch, broken bat, hit over to the first base side. Monroe will pick it up and throw over to the pitcher, but Gutierrez will be in time. Unfortunately, that'll sacrifice a bat for Pratt, and will now enter the top of the 6th inning. 6-0 your score here. The Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters here in Bancroft. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin Rooster broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park. 6-0 your score here as we enter the top of the 6th inning. Luis Paleo will look to lead us off here for the Sabre Dogs. They're up right now over the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. Tonight's left fielder, he's 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. Now up to, I believe, 30 on the season. It's the leadoff man now has 30 RBIs. He has been exceptional for these Sabre Dogs. The next pitch from Jacob Thurm, who continues to work here. Ground ball to second base. Jarrett Brandon picks it up. The throw over to first. First pitch, first swing, first out. One away now. Now Hunter Illinois, who's already 1 for 2 tonight, comes back up to the plate. He struck out swinging, has a walk, and singled to right the last time he came up. He scored Paleo from second last time. Now comes up with 1 away. 6-0 your score here in Bancroft. The Wayne State U product comes up to the plate, batting .460 on the season. 27 runs to his name. He comes up with 1 away. The Northwestern College product continuing to work here. First pitch he'll see strike 1. 0-1 now the count. Sturm now up to 90 pitches through 5 1/3 inning of work. They'll probably have him go through the 6th, and that'll be the end of his night. The next pitch. Swung on and fouled up and out of play. 0-2 now the count. So we still have an arm over there warming up in the bullpen. I believe that's actually 2 of them down there. I'm not sure who it is just yet. I believe it is Cade Hobbs down there, and another arm I can't see from where I'm standing. I believe it's River Terry. We shall see, though. Terry did make the start in Game 1 against the Red River Pilots. We'll see if he makes a pitching appearance here tonight. Not sure what his pitch count was at in that Red River series, but either way. 0-2 now the count as time is called, as Jacob Thurm finally gets up into the set, and unfortunately the home plate umpire says, all right, well, we'll take a break here. 1 away now as Paleo, on the first pitch that he sees, grounds out to second base. The 0-2 to Illinois. Way on away, ball 1. 1-2 now the count to the Wayne State U right fielder. One of the best leadoff man one of the best on basemen in the league this season. Had a 500 batting average entering the series in Sioux Falls. The next pitch to him, swung on, hit over the right-hand side, right center field. The last time this happened, there was a bit of a collision out there. Jarrett Brandon will make the call off this time, and it'll be out number 2 on the fly out towards Jarrett Brandon. Now Ben Newbert comes up with 2 away. Newbert 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles to his name. Bloomsburg U product being able to collect his first and second hits with his first hit resulting in being the first run of the ball game after the 2-run shot by Chris Monroe. The next pitch. Swung on, hit over to that third base side. Carson Gross tries to make the catch. He won't be there, so that'll end up in the left field. And Ben Newbert's going to make an appearance over there at first, try to make the extension over to second. He won't. So a line drive, unfortunately, Carson Gross not able to make the play, so Newbert comes up with a 2-out single, and now Chris Monroe, 1 for 3 tonight, comes up to the plate. The first baseman from Central Michigan, now at 11 home runs and 42 RBIs, batting .421 on the season. That average dropping a little bit now as he's 1 for 3, but he's looking to see if he can make it better. He struck out looking last time up. First pitch to the 6'6" first baseman from Central Michigan. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1 the count. Monroe, the league leader in home runs, RBIs, and I believe OPS. He has been, just put it lightly, outstanding. As the D1 product from Central Michigan has continued to rake the baseball. 0-1 the count, the pitch from Thurm. Swung on and laced over the left field side again. He's looking for home run number 2. He's going to get it. Another line drive home run off the bat of Monroe. 12 homers, 44 RBIs. Goodness gracious me. 8-0 now your score. Chris Monroe, an absolute bullet off the bat to left field once again. It's now an 8-0 ball game. So now Dakota Greer will look to come out to talk to his pitcher. This might be the end of his night. He's frustrated with himself, and obviously so. That's the second home run Monroe's picked up tonight. Now at 12 and 44 RBIs. I believe this will be Thurm's night. It will be. So we'll go to the bullpen here as Thurm goes 5 2/3 of an inning, gives up 8 runs on 9 hits. 96 pitches, unfortunately for him. So now we're going to have, I believe that is Cameron Rendoni. Cameron Rendoni will come into the ball game here. We'll be right back after this quick break with our pitching change. Give us one moment here. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We're back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. Now 8-0 your score. Another 2-run homer off the bat of Chris Monroe ends Jacob Thurm's night at 5 2/3 innings of work. Cameron Rindoni, the second baseman, right-handing pitcher from Algona, Iowa, from going to Grandview University, will come out onto the mound. Made a couple of starts in Red River as the second baseman, got the night off last night. He now makes a pitching appearance here tonight. He'll have nobody on and 2 away as Jake Barlow, who's 0 for 3 tonight, will come up for in the 5 spot, as he made it on with a line out to left field. He's also lined out to left already and grounded out to short the last time he came up. He now comes up with 2 away and nobody on after the 2-run shot from Chris Monroe. Homer number 12 and RBIs number 43 and 44. The first pitch to the Delta State U product from Cameron Rindoni. Up and in, ball 1. 1-0 the count for the Grandview product. From Algona, Iowa, only 25 minutes south of here. Technically shorter if there weren't construction right now this year in the Iowa area. It's the 1-0 from Rindoni. Swung on, hit over the right-hand side. Nick Easton's going to try and make a play on it. It will get down. That'll be a single for Jake Barlow, his first hit. He's going to look at second and not advance. So a line drive single off the bat of Barlow over on the right-hand side. Now Seth Delgado comes up to the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a hard ground ball over to shortstop. He made it on with the error from Caleb Herbert previously. He now comes up with 2 outs and a runner on first. 8-0 now your score here in the top of the 6th inning. The Ragin Roosters unfortunately have just not been able to keep this offense down. The Sabre Dogs continuing to pile it on here. Tonight's battery batting .443 entering the series. The next pitch to him up in the zone, ball 1. It's the Grandview product coming in relief of Jacob Thurm, gives off a leadoff single to Jake Barlow to right field. A runner on first and 2 away. 8-0 your score here in the top of the 6th inning. The 1-0. Swung on and popped up and over and out of play. Foul ball. So 1-1 now the count. As that one ends up towards the cars with 2 outs. The Sabre Dogs now lead 8-0. 2 home runs tonight for Chris Monroe and what has been, put it lightly, another outstanding game for him. 2 line shots over to the left field side, one just hooking inside the foul pole over there in left, the other one just way over the left field wall. He has been a monster all season. The next pitch to Delgado, down in the dirt. It makes it past Probst, and that'll be a pass ball that allows Barlow to advance to second. So now 2-1 the count. Well, the runner now on second and 2 outs. Delgado, already 1 for 3 tonight, has a single to his name, made it on with an error after he lined out to center field in his first time up. He already has a home run here in Bancroft previously, has not won this series just yet. 2 on the count, the pitch. Swung on, hit over the shortstop side. Carson Gross is going to fumble with it over there at third, and unfortunately, he won't be able to pick it up. So another hard ground ball, an infield single, as Carson Gross unfortunately would have had to try to make the crossbody throw to make the throw to get the out at first. Does not make the play. So Eduardo Martinez now comes up with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Martinez 0 for 3 tonight with 3 strikeouts. So now we're going to have a conversation here between the infield and the home plate catcher side, Probst. It's the Coach Ice College product. 0 for 3 tonight, 3 strikeouts, comes up to the plate. 2 looking and 1 swinging for him. He's trying to change his fortunes here. Rindoni checks the runner at first. The first pitch to Martinez. Swing and a miss, strike 1. This is a big, aggressive swing from the tall center fielder from Coach Ice College, standing, I believe, around 6'4". He's easily one of the taller players as well on this Sabre Dogs squad. Has a great amount of speed and power. Unfortunately, has not been able to present it tonight for them. The 0-1 to Martinez. Swing on, 0-2 now the count. Martinez will look to try and stay alive, not get the gold sombrero, and look for his 4th strikeout. We shall see. 0-2 the count, 2 outs, runners at the corners. Martinez against Cameron Rindoni. The 0-2 from the Grandview product. Swung on, fouled off, staying alive. 0-2 still the count as Rindoni comes in relief. of Jacob Thurm. Gives off a leadoff single to Jake Barlow with 2 outs, and then another single in the infield as Carson Gross wasn't able to make the play on the hard ground ball over to him at third base. So now runners to the corners, 0-2 the count, 2 outs. The next pitch to Eduardo Martinez from Cameron Rendoni. Runners on the move, fouled off once again. Still 0-2 the count as Delgado looks back to his teammate like, come on, man, I wanted to get that stolen base. Fortunately, he'll have to return now. Jake Barlow on third, Seth Delgado on first. Coach Ice College product, Eduardo Martinez at the plate. 3 strikeouts for him tonight, 2 looking and 1 swinging. He's not trying to get the gold sombrero tonight. He's going to try and get himself on here. 0-2 the count. The pitch from Rendoni. Outside, ball 1 as that one bounces in the left-handed batter's box on the curveball. Good block by Sabre, keeps it at 1-2. 8-0 now your score here in the top of the 6th inning. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs have turned it up here late in the inning as Jacob Thurm was able to go 2 clean before a 2-run shot off the bat of Monroe, and then 3 runs in the top of the 4th, 1 in the top of the 5th, and another 2-run shot off Monroe. The next pitch up in the zone, the throw down will not be in time. The ball gets away, and Jarrett Brandon lets that one bounce away from him as Delgado gets into stolen base, and that will allow Barlow to score. On the fielding error by Jarrett Brandon. So yet another error, now 6 on the night. 2-2 now the count to Martinez. 9-0 now your score. Delgado advances up to second base. Martinez 2-2 the count now. Look to see what he can do here with a runner on second and 2 away. The next pitch from Rendoni. Ball just outside. He thought he had strike 3. Unfortunately, he does not. Full count now to Eduardo Martinez. The Grandview product coming in. Now giving up a run after the fielding error by Jarrett Brandon at second base. Was not able to make the catch on the run down from Delgado. He would have had the stolen base anyway. It's the 3-2 from Rendoni. Swung on, fouled off. Staying alive, Martinez. He's 0 for 3 tonight already with 3 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 2 looking. Just trying to stay alive here. As a late addition to this Sabre Dog squad, I believe he has less than 25 at-bats, less than 25 plate appearances already on the season. Three to the count, runner on second. 2 outs, 9-0 your score here in the top of the 6th. Rendoni checks the runner at second, the pitch. Up in the zone, ball 4. So Martinez gets himself on for the first time tonight after going down swinging and then looking the last 3 times. Now Jesus Rojas comes up to the plate. Rojas 1 for 2 tonight, including a walk to his name. He had a double to left field and got on with an error to the shortstop, Caleb Herbert, previously. So now he comes up with 2 away and runners on second and first. The Oklahoma Westland product, one of the later additions as well, alongside Eduardo Martinez and Ben Lavorsi out of Minnesota State U, comes up to the plate. Teammates of Seth Delgado, who currently stands on second base. Cameron Rendoni sets, checks the runner at second, the pitch. Breaking ball, strike 1. 0-1 now the count on the curveball. 9-0 now your score here in the top of the 6th. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. Two outs, 0-1 the count. Runners on second and first. The next pitch from Rendoni. Breaking ball outside again now. So 1-1 the count for the Grandview product on the mound and the Oklahoma Westland product at the plate. Nine to nothing now here in the top of the 6th inning. 3 runs scored here in the top of the 6th for the Sabre Dogs alone. They started off with a 2-run homer in the top of the 3rd from Chris Monroe, who then hit another one here in the top of the 6th. This one's going to be just outside. 2-1 now the count. Great framework there by Cy Probst. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the call. It's Jesus Rojas, 1 for 2 tonight with a double already and a run to his name, comes up to the plate. He also reached on an error earlier and has a walk. He's been on base 3 times, but the 1 time was due to an error. 2 on the count, the pitch from Rendoni. Swung on, big swing and a miss. 2-2 now the count. As Rendoni tries to get out number 3 here. Coming in for Jacob Thurm, who went 5 2/3 of an inning. Unfortunately, gives up 8 runs. I believe only a handful of them actually earned. Gives up 8 runs, 9 hits, and 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts on 5 2/3 of innings of work. He threw 96 pitches through those innings. So his night ends, and Rendoni now on the mound. 19 pitches, has yet to record this final out, though, unfortunately for him. The next pitch to Jesus Rojas. The 2-2. Swung on, hit over the third base side. It's going to get down. Rojas has extra bases. That's going to score a run. They're going to try and send Martinez. It's going to bounce all the way to the wall. That's going to be 2. So that'll make it now 11-0. Rojas with another double on a line drive over the head of the third baseman, Carson Gross. As now it is double digits once again for the Sabre Dogs here in Bancroft.
Batting the beer batter. Shortstop Alex Crouch.
Now Alex Crouch comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. The beer batter tonight. He'll hear it from the crowd, but of course he's 0 for 3. He has yet to get a strikeout, though. He's lined out to center field every single time he's came up to the plate. Now is a runner on second with 2 outs. 11-0. Now your score here in the top of the 6th. Next pitch from Rendoni. Swung on and fouled off. 0-1 the count.
Strike 1.
Rendoni has now given up 3 earned runs, has a walk already to his name, and 3 hits. Has yet to get out number 1. That ERA sitting at infinite, unfortunately for him. He came in for Jacob Thurm, who went 5 2/3 of an inning, gave up 9 hits, 8 runs, only 4 earned, with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. His night ends after giving up 8 through 5 2/3, including 2 two-run shots off the bat of Monroe. This one gets laced out to right field. Nick Eastham will be underneath it, though, and that'll be out number 3. So we'll head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. 11-0. Now your score. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park. 11-0. Now your score. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs able to score 5 in the top of the 6th, chasing Jacob Thurm from the game and getting a hold of Cameron Rendoni a couple of times before finally we were able to get out of it. Carson Gross will come up to the plate, the University of North Colorado product. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a double to his name. He struck out swinging, unfortunately, the last time he came up. He'll look to see now what he can do. Batting .237. He was hitting second last night. Unfortunately, was 0 for 5. He was able to instantly respond with a double here to start off the ball game. He now comes up 1 for 2. Hitting from the right-hand side of the box once again against the left-hander Thomas Gutierrez. He continues to work. The next pitch, strike on the lower part of the zone, 0-1. The breaking ball there as Gutierrez has only given up 3 hits, has yet to give him an earned run this season. It's now 11-0. The next pitch, strike on the lower part of the zone again. 0-2 now the count. 11-0 your score here in the bottom of the 6th. Carson Gross will lead us off. 8:25 here in Bancroft. The next pitch, down and away, ball 1. Gross wearing the Vanguard helmet of Dane Nakasuka right now. I'm not sure what happened to his black gloss helmet that he used to wear. But now he's currently wearing the Vanguard helmet of Dane Nakasuka. Ball outside, 2-2 now the count to Carson Gross. The utility man with experience at third, right, left, and second base. A little bit of time at shortstop as well after the tossing of Caden Miller in Sioux Falls against these same Sabre Dogs. The next pitch fouled up and out of play, 2-2 still the count. Caleb Herbert up next. He already has a single to his name. Unfortunately, already has also a couple of errors as well in the field. A couple of them have gone right through his legs over there at shortstop as he just got up a little too quickly. The 2-2. Hit over to the first base line, just foul. That would have been extra bases easily for Gross with great speed over there. Unfortunately, it does not stay fair. So 2-2 still the count to tonight's third baseman. Hitting from the right side of the box tonight. Traditionally the left-handed hitter, as he's a switch hitter, but most of the time it's the right-handed pitching against him. The next pitch, big swing and a miss, strike 3. He'll go down on strikes on the foul tip. So a strikeout for Carson Gross. Now the Mesa Community College product comes up to the plate, Caleb Herbert. He's 1 for 2 today.
Caleb Herbert.
Herbert from Arizona, 22 years old, a rising sophomore. Took 2 years off for a mission trip. As the next pitch he'll see is going to be down in the dirt, ball 1. Arizona product. We'll look to see what he can do, or excuse me, the product from Arizona, I should say, from Mesa Community College, was looking to become a two-sport athlete at the college level. Had played a lot of high school football. Standing at about 5'11", he likes to play his quarterback, though he knows that his size is a little hard for him to possibly at the college level, though he wants to see what he can do. The next pitch is outside, 2-0 the count. So he's looking to become a two-sport athlete in football and baseball. Obviously, those two seasons will not very much collide, as the football season will usually end around January for most colleges, and the baseball season starts in February. The 2-0 now to Caleb Herbert. Swung on and fouled off. He'll stay alive. 2-1 now the count. 1-2 already tonight. He lined out to right and then picked up a single and a hard ground ball between second and first the last time he came up. As Thomas Gutierrez continues to work 78 pitches through a 5 1/3 inning of work. The next pitch, swung on, a big swing and a miss, so that'll be 2-2 now the count. For the product from Arizona, the rising sophomore of 22 years of age, after the mission trip that took away 2 years before he hopped into the college baseball career. 2-2 the count, the pitch, down and in, just a little too far inside, full count. They thought he had strike 3, he doesn't get it there. Gutierrez asked where that pitch was at. He said just a little inside, so I was correct, just a little too far in. It's full count now to Caleb Herbert. The next pitch from Gutierrez. Swung on, hit over the right-hand side again. Another leadoff single, or excuse me, another just single for Caleb Herbert. Great swing by the Mesa Community College product. Is able to get himself another single on the right-hand side. So now with 1 away, Payne McGregor 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts, comes up to the plate.
The left fielder, number 30, Payne McGregor.
McGregor 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts. He comes up with 1 away. 11-0 your score here in the bottom of the 6th. After Carson Gross goes down swinging, and now Caleb Herbert comes up with another single to his name. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Payne McGregor trying not to go 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. The next pitch, swung on and fouled off by McGregor, 0-1 the count. It's currently right now, Caleb Herbert has half of the hits for the Ragin Roosters tonight. They only have 4. Currently have 6 errors to their name. 12 hits right now for the Sabre Dogs, 11 runs. You cannot have any form of faults against these Sabre Dogs if you want to win, and unfortunately that has not been the case tonight. This one's hit down the third base line, just foul. So 0-2 now the count to Payne McGregor at Oakland University. Tonight's left fielder only had 9 plate appearances last year in Oakland U as they're being transferred from a Nevada junior college previously. He now comes up to the plate. 0-2 the count. 1 away, runner on first. The next pitch from McGregor, swung on, hit up and out of play, foul ball. Stay alive here. 0-2 still the count to McGregor. 1 away. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 11-0 your score. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters. If this score stays the same entering the bottom of the 7th, the Ragin Roosters will only have 1 inning to try and score at least 2 and make sure the 10-run rule does not come to effect here in the Expedition League. This one still gets fouled off again. 0-2 still the count. The 10-run roll is here in the Expedition League. After 7 innings, if a team leads by 10 runs, the ball game is called. McGregor trying to see if he can keep that from happening. Is now an 11-0 game. Try and see if they can score 2 runs and keep this game extended. Not the Sabre Dogs will look for the third time as this one gets lifted over to the right-hand side. Delanoy will get underneath it this time, but thankfully a line out for Peyton McGregor.
Now batting your DH, number 31.
So now Wyatt Duncan comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a walk to his name. With 2 away now and a runner on first. 11-0 your score here as the California native headed to Biola U comes up to the plate. Grounded out to short the first time he came up and then walked the last time. I think these guys talking in the dugout earlier. Duncan's a massive guy getting into politics. He loves to talk on them and get really in depth with them. I think he's a little crazy personally, as the political world is always an ever-changing one. There's a big swing and a miss from the big right-hander. 0-1 the count. Of course, though, he enjoys the time. He was talking about the recent bills that have been passed in the U.S. Congress, obviously from the new gun rights bills to the Roe versus Wade overturning today. I was just discussing it with his teammates in a civil manner. Probably the most civil I've seen in comparison to that what we've seen on Twitter, obviously. That one stays low. 1-1 now the count. Duncan just giving his thoughts on the whole process, saying he feels very just in between on the matter, of course. As he entering the political world, you have to have an open mind, obviously. 1-1 now the count. 2 outs, runner on first. The next pitch to Duncan on the outside corner. 1-2 now. DH comes up to the plate. He'll look to see what he can do here. The transfer out of Wagner, headed to Biola U next year. 8:30 on the clock here in Bancroft. 11-0 now your score. The next pitch. Swung on and rifled down the right field line. It's going to land foul, so 1-2 still the count. That's the DH tonight. Not getting the start at first. That's where he was last night. I believe it was last night. I apologize. That might have been Sage McMinn. I can't remember now for the life of me. I don't know why. Either way, 1-2 the count now. 2 outs, a runner on first. The next pitch. Swung on, check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. They'll stay alive. 2-2 now the count for Wyatt Duncan as the infield umpire does not get the swing to go. As the home plate umpire will hear it a little bit from the Sabre Dogs dugout. Seth Delgado, we'll even talk to him for a moment. He thought he went around. From up here, I couldn't really tell you, but it did look like he went around quite a bit, but I think he was able to hold it back. 2-2 now the count for Wyatt Duncan. Tall right-hander. The next pitch. Outside, ball 3. Full count now with a runner on first and 2 outs. Gutierrez now up to 92 pitches. We'll look to see if he gets to continue the rest of this ball game. I don't know if he'll go past this inning. We shall see. No one is in the bullpen right now for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. We shall see, though. 3-2 the count, 2 outs. Runner on first. 11-0 your score here in the bottom of the 6th. This one's hit over the shortstop side. Alex Crouch picks it up on the backhand. The throw over to first in plenty of time. That'll be out number 3. We'll head now to the top of the 7th inning. 11-0 now your score. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin' Rooster broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone, and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park. 11-0 your score here. The Souris Valley Sabre Dogs lead the North Iowa Ragin Roosters here in Bancroft, as Cameron Rindoni will look to continue to work on the mound here. Luis Palaio, 1 for 4 tonight. He'll come up to the plate to lead us off here. Batting .433, now 1 for 4 here tonight. Has a double to his name and now has 30 RBIs on the season as a leadoff man. That is astronomical if you ask me. But hey, maybe that's just myself. He's been on base twice tonight, reached on an error from Carson Gross over there at third. Was not able to score in that first time though. So the next pitch. Swung on, hit right back up the middle. Caleb Herbert's going to get on top of it. The next throw over to first in plenty of time. Out number 1. First swing, first out on the first ball that Palaio sees. So 1 away now. And Hunter Delanoy, who is 1 for 3 tonight, coming up to the plate. He walked already to his tonight and he flew out to second base the last time he came up. Look to see now what he can do with 1 away and nobody on. It's the Wayne State U product entering this contest. Batting .461 on the season, 27 runs to his name. The first pitch from the Grandview product out of Algona, Iowa. Swung on and hit over the left-hand side. Peyton McGregor's going to try and charge over there. Will it land in fair territory? No, it won't. Foul ball on the first pitch. That one hooked over there as the wind continues to blow from right to left, right field towards the third base line. The right fielder, the left-handed hitting right fielder from Wayne State. Continues to see what he can do here. Rindoni on the mound, coming in relief of Jacob Thurm, who gave up 9 hits on 5 2/3 of an inning of work, 8 runs, 4 of those earned, with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Rindoni will look to see what he can do here to get through the rest of this inning. The 0-1 to Hunter Delanoy. The pitch. Swung on and hit over the first base side. Wyatt Duncan's not going to get the ball there, and unfortunately, it's going to be a single. As Jordan Kelly, I apologize, was over there at first. As that ball was bouncing towards him, he was going to have to try and make a tough play just to pick it up off the hop. So he's able to get on with a single there, and Hunter Delanoy is now 2 for 4. So now Ben Newbert, 3 for 4 tonight, comes up to the plate. Batting .387 entering the contest. That number's obviously going to go up. He has 3 singles to his name after flying out the last time he came up. Now a runner on first with 1 away. 11-0 now your score here in the top of the 7th. The next pitch. Swung on, a big swing and a miss. 0-1 for Newbert as he tries to put some pop under his swing. The DH for these Sabre Dogs has not really seen him play the outfield at all this year. He's been primarily used as the DH. The next pitch to Newbert. Up in the zone, ball 1. 1-1 now the count as the Grandview U product continues to work from Algona, Iowa, only 25 minutes south of here, of Bancroft, Iowa. Of course, that's with traffic, with the construction right now as well, though, so it's more between 15 to 20 minutes on a usual day. 1-1 now the count to the next pitch. Swung on, check swing, he went around, he did. That's going to be a wild pitch, though. That ball got away. And that'll allow Delanoy to advance on the wild pitch from Cameron Rindoni. So with 1 out, 1-2 now the count to Ben Newbert. He's 3 for 4 tonight with 3 singles to his name. Now a runner on second. 11-0 your score here in the top of the 7th inning. The Sabre Dogs lead the Ragin Roosters. The Ragin Roosters need to keep them from scoring any more here and score at least 2 in the bottom of the 7th to keep this ball game alive. The 10-run rule is installed here in the Expedition League. The 1-2. Check swing, strike 3. He'll go down looking as the check swing doesn't go all the way around, but it didn't matter. He goes down looking. So now with 2 away, Chris Monroe comes up to the plate. Chris Monroe already 2 for 4 tonight. 2 home runs already. 12 homers now. 44 RBIs. Been the #1 power bat in the Expedition League so far, and it's not even close. The senior from Central Michigan, 6'6", coming up to the plate. The first pitch he'll see down in the dirt, ball 1. Cy Probst able to block it there for Rindoni and 1-0 the count. Sabre Dogs only 1 loss on the season right now. I believe 23 victories to their name. Easily the best team in the Expedition League so far. Ragin Roosters currently sit at, I believe, 7-13 on the year. The 1-0 to Chris Monroe. The pitch. Swung on and laced out towards center field. Michael Pratt's going to try and get underneath it. Towards right center, the ball continues to hook. The catch by Pratt will be in time. So the line drive out, or excuse me, the fly ball out towards right center field. Will now head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 11-0 your score. The Ragin' Roosters will need to score 2 to stay alive here and keep this game alive. If not, the 10-run roll will be activated. We'll be right back after this quick break. Thank you for listening to the Ragin' Roosters broadcast here on YouTube. We'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back here to Bancroft Memorial Park here in Bancroft, Iowa. 11-0 your score here. The North Iowa Ragin Roosters are down to the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. The 10-run roll is in effect right now. If Jordan Kelly will look to lead us off here for the North Iowa Ragin Roosters, if the Roosters can't score at least 2 here, the ball game will end. As it is through 7, the 10-run roll is in effect in the Expedition League. Kelly 0 for 2 tonight. He grounded out the second and struck out swinging the last time he came up. He'll now look to see if he can go ahead and change these fates here. Thomas Gutierrez, 93 pitches through 6 innings of work. He'll continue to be on the mound here. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 on the breaking ball, 0-1. It's the Australian native headed to the College of Idaho next year from Williston State, transferring to the College of Idaho for, I believe, his senior season. It's the breaking ball again outside, ball 1. Delgado with good framework there, unfortunately doesn't catch the zone. So 1-1 now the count to Jordan Kelly. 11-0 your score here in the bottom of the 7th. The next pitch, breaking ball down in the dirt, but that'll catch enough of the zone, so 1-2 now the count. Kelly, tonight's first baseman, hitting in the 6th spot. Up next will be Jared Brandon, and then followed up by Cy Probst. The next pitch, swung on it, laced down that third base line. Jesus Rojas with a great snag. The thrower to first in plenty of time. Goodness gracious, that ball was absolutely hit off the bat. And Rojas, making an absolutely outstanding play over there at third, gets the out. An absolute ripped, hard ground ball. Unfortunately, Rojas able to make the backhanded turning play. Now Jared Brandon comes up with 1 away. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a single to his name. Look to see now what he can do, as he struck out last time he came up with nobody out and 1 out. First pitch to the Kansas Wesleyan transfer, down and away, ball 1. Tonight's second baseman got the save last night against the Red River Pilots in their 5-2 victory. Fortunately, it doesn't look like that here tonight. The next pitch to Brandon. Ball in the dirt, 2-0 now the count, as Delgado tries to frame the one that bounced right in front of him. Now the Kansas Wesleyan transfer, the left-handed hitting second baseman. Again, got the save last night on the mound after coming in for Semler Dietrich, who went 7 innings. This one's hit over the first base side. It fouled off of him, though, off of his foot. So 2-1 now the count, as that one landed in fair territory, but it bounced off his foot for foul. 1 out, nobody on. Jordan Kelly hits an absolute missile down the third base line. Jesus Rojas able to make the spinning grab over there and throw over to first in time. What was a great defensive play by the Oklahoma Wesleyan product over there at third. So now Brandon comes up, the 2-1. Hit it right off the plate in front of the plate, so Gutierrez picks it up. The throw over to first in time, out number 2. Just like that, we're down to our final out here for the Ragin' Roosters. Cy Probst, 0 for 2 tonight, comes up.
16, Cy Probst.
Probst out of Maine University comes up. Look to see what he can do here now with 2 away. Just trying to keep this ball game alive. 0 for 2 tonight. with a fielder's choice and a ground out, both over that shortstop side to his name. 11-0 your score here. The first pitch from Gutierrez, strike on the inside part of the zone, 0-1. Gutierrez looking for the complete game shutout. Has yet to give up an earned run this season for the Sabre Dogs. 0-1 to right side Probst. Swung on, fouled up and out of play. 1-1 now the count. Or 0-2 now the count, excuse me, I apologize. 2 outs, the Ragin' Roosters down to their final out. The 10-run rule in effect here for the Expedition League. 11-0 your score, the Sabre Dogs lead as we sit in the bottom of the 7th. Cy Probst, our final hope here in Bancroft. Next pitch, down in the dirt, ball 1 as Cy Probst was able to sit on it as the breaking ball was not able to get in there. Gutierrez now at 104 pitches through 6 2/3 of an inning of work. I don't believe anybody's over there ready to pitch just yet, so let Gutierrez try and get through the rest of this game. The 1-2. Swung on and rifled over the right-hand side. Delanoy is going to get underneath it. Ball game. That'll be out number 3.
Fans, thank you so much for supporting your North Iowa Ragin Roosters.
That'll end it here in Bancroft.
And remember, tomorrow night's first pitch against the St. Souris Valley Sabre Dogs is at 6:35 p.m. 6:35.
So through 7 innings, the Sabre Dogs come away with another 10-run roll, the third time in 5 contests against these Ragin' Roosters. Jacob Thurm takes the loss tonight. He goes 5 2/3 of an inning of work, gives up 9 hits, 8 runs, only 4 are earned, 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. He gave up 2 home runs, both of them to Chris Monroe, both of them 2-run shots. Monroe, the player of the game, easily. 4 RBIs, 2 home runs, all of them to left field to give himself the victory, or help give themselves the victory. Rindoni came in, pitched an inning and a third of work, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs earned, a walk and a strikeout. Thomas Gutierrez gets the win, 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Did not give up a single run as he continues his dominant Expedition League season. 4 hits for the Ragin' Roosters, 6 errors, and what was an extremely tough matchup tonight from the defensive side for the Ragin' Roosters here. 13 hits for the Sabre Dogs. So with that being said, that'll end it here in Bancroft. Thank you everyone for coming out to tonight's ball game. 11-0 once again your score. The Sabre Dogs beat the North Iowa Ragin' Roosters. The Roosters now 7-15 on the season. The Sabre Dogs now 24-1. They have suffered a single loss, and I believe are currently on a 20-game win streak. What has been an absolutely outstanding season for them. Thank you everyone again for listening to tonight's ball game. Final score 11-0. The Sabre Dogs defeat the Ragin' Roosters. We'll be back here tomorrow at 6:35, game 2 of 3.
First base dugout, get autographs for your Ragin' Roosters.
Thank you everyone again for listening to tonight's game. 11-0 your score. The Sabre Dogs defeat the North Iowa Ragin' Roosters. I'm Mason Strawn. I've been your commentator tonight. Everyone have a good night. Stay safe.